250-ish.
Bring it up to that 3 and get it up there, and then keep laying into it. I want to see what it does. I want to see if it'll push past it or
not. Launch control! Alright, so today's video is going to be about cleaning up some wiring in the probe, and then I'm going to be showing you future mods that are going to be going in the car this winter to get it prepared for next race season. So it's going to be a shorter video than yesterday. I realized yesterday's video was pretty long and kind of drawn out, but I just wanted to show some of the process of what goes into first setting up a car on standalone. A lot of parameters that have to be taken care of: timing, ignition maps, idle, your driving maps, normal driving, and boost maps. You got to sort out any issues that you have, so it's just a really long process. So today is going to be sorting out this wiring here. This is why my ass doesn't do wiring. I had a couple wires jumpered that didn't need to be, and the intake air temperature sensor wires, I read the diagram backwards, so it was wired backwards. Now it's wired correctly. We're getting a good signal. So today is going to be about reconnecting all these wires that were unnecessarily cut, just so I can tuck everything back out of the way. And if I ever have to put the car back to stock, I only have to change these 2 wires instead of having everything cut and having to find out where it goes. So when I come back to you, those will all be together. Alright, since I fucked up on the wiring last time, I learned my lesson this time, and instead of wiring them all up, I used spade connectors, which I will obviously wrap in electrical tape to keep them from touching. The reason I did this is because if we ever need to swap any of these wires around, we won't have to cut them again, crimp new fittings on, do the shrink wrap, all that shit. We can just unplug them and plug them in where they need to go. I've got them all ran back to the original wires. They should be good. This harness is useless now anyway because I don't have a Vayner meter, but if I ever need to put it back to stock, now I have that option. So that part is done. Alright, as you saw, I just cleaned up some of the wiring in the probe and came inside, took a nap because I was tired, and dropped my kiddo off at his great-grandma's house. And when I wake up to this. So looks like won't be tuning the probe anytime soon, because tuning in snow is not exactly doable. That pisses me off. So instead, I'm going to show you guys the next step of the build on the probe after we tune it on stock injectors, just to work out all the bugs, and then I'll throw in the 1000cc or 550cc RX-7 injectors I have. I haven't decided yet. And then we will be installing these parts. So stay tuned. All right, so here are the next steps in the build. Here we have a 56mm 8-blade Halstead HX35 that has a custom Timms 63AR exhaust housing on it, 4A in feed, and the drain line is right here. 10A in drain. And then we have my Clutch Specialties 6-puck sprung custom clutch with a 2,900 pound-inch or something clamp load pressure plate, which is pretty much on par with an Act Extreme HD according to them. And it all looks to be really good quality. Has a new throwout bearing, a new pilot bearing, and of course the alignment tool. Clutch Specialty in Atlanta hooked it up, so make sure you check them out if you're looking to have a custom clutch made. A friend of mine had one of these in his 300ZX Turbo, and it held all the power he could throw at it, close to 500 wheel horsepower. So I'm really looking forward to getting this in over the winter, getting the hull set on, and yeah, we'll see what this Red Rocket can do. But first, we're going to get it tuned on the center force clutch that it's on right now, stock injectors, and the TO4B50 trim. just to work all the bugs out to where when we throw all this stuff on, we can just flash the new injectors and go out and street tune it. So stay tuned. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time.